Hey guys, what's going on? I just made it back to my job, the pool deck I'm doing. So we poured out all the concrete. Everything's looking real good. Drains real nice. We got our water jets. And today what we're gonna be focusing on is the block wall that I'm gonna build here. So this is a super nice and easy DIY block wall. So we're gonna do the stucco, a decorative cap, the whole works. We actually got Matt here today too with us. He's the contractor that subbed me in. He's over here running wheelbarrows for me today. What's up, Matt?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
So yeah, what do you think about working today, dude? You ready to work?
I'm all about it, yeah.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna kind of teach him the ropes, teach him how to build a block wall, and it'll be a good experience. It'll be a good how-to video. So let's get it on.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, so yeah, just like I said, it's our first day on this job, and we got Matthew here with me. And what we're doing now is we're just drilling and driving rebar into the concrete. In that particular area, I actually poured the concrete about a foot deep for this little footing. You know, obviously this wall isn't retaining anything, so it's not too crucial. But yeah, I kind of gave Matthew the whole works on this job. I set up my chicken feed and pulled a line for the first course just to kind of show him how it's done. But you don't really need to for a block wall this small. You just hold a straight edge up against the face as you're setting your block and just make sure that it's, you know, all flush and straight. You only really need the chicken feed and the string line when it's a longer block wall here. But yeah, we just drill and drove those pieces of rebar, and I'm just throwing them up and over the rebar as I'm laying it down. Right there, you can see I got a horizontal piece of rebar in the block wall as well. Little bond beam action. But yeah, these little block walls are really not too hard to build. The only things you really need to build these walls is a mason trowel, a level, measuring tape, mortar, and some concrete, and something to cut the block with. Once you got those couple of items, you can completely build one of these if you're looking to make one at home or something. You can see there on the sides of the wall, I actually left the bond beam block on the outer edge of the wall, which you're not supposed to do, but it doesn't really matter. The reason they say you don't do that is because when you go to solid grout it, the concrete will start pouring out that side there, but all I did was dry patch it and it worked out perfectly. Yeah, it looks like it's day 2. Matthew took off. He was only here for a couple hours on the first day. Kind of check it out and everything, and yeah, let him lay some block and stuff. But that right there is the final course going up. Now it's just a matter of stuccoing this block wall, laying down a brown coat, and then we'll hit it with some stucco. This is the brown coat I was talking about, so I'm just gonna hit this. I apply it with my steel trowel, make sure everything's flat with a straight edge. Then I go ahead and hit it with my green float, and that makes the surface nice and rough, giving the stucco something nice to bond to. And there's those holes, those bond beam holes on the side of the wall. I just threw some mortar in there to patch it up, and it worked like a charm. Now when I go to grout this wall, no concrete will run out those ends on me, so that's good. The inspector actually came over here one of these days and he was talking to me, telling me to not solid grout the wall just because it could get too top heavy. and say there was an earthquake or something, it'd come crashing down. So I only grouted every other cell, which were the cells that had the vertical rebar in them. All right, what's going on, guys? I just finished doing the scratch coat on this little block wall I built on the pool deck I just poured. I just built it right on top of it, and it's just to cover all the pool equipment that we just put in. Yeah, here's the finished product with the scratch coat. Tomorrow I'm gonna come back and put the stucco, and then I'm gonna come back and paint it to match that house color. So yeah, here it is. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and we'll see you then. Later. Alrighty, so this is the next day and I'm just grouting the wall now. I just mixed some concrete up in the wheelbarrow and I'm bucketing it into the cells where the rebar are. You can kind of see they're still stubbed up, 3 of them right there, but once I begin to lay my brick cap, I'll cut those down nice and flush with the top of the block, so that won't be a problem. But here's the stucco as well. You could see the white material in the wheelbarrow. That's actually a La Habra stucco, and it's a 2030 mixed design. And that's real good for a rough stucco finish. If you were looking to do a smooth stucco finish, however, you would need a 1620 stucco mix. And the difference between those two is just the material, and the 1620 is a lot more fine. So when you go to smooth trowel that stucco, it comes out a lot more flat and smooth. But yeah, I'm just applying this 2030 La Habra stucco mix with the red float, I believe. And that basically gave it the same exact texture as the house currently has. Once I apply this stucco on, I'm going to come back the next day to paint it to match the color of the house here. We just took a little chip off the house and brought it in a Home Depot, and they paint matched it, and typically it's pretty hard to match old paint. You usually can never get it perfect, but the guys at Home Depot did their thing and it came out almost exact, so that was good. Now I just gotta cut off the top of those rebars to make it flat, because now I'm getting ready to set my brick cap for this wall as well. I'll settle my brick cap first before I do my final coat of paint. So here's the brick we're using. It's the same exact brick that was surrounding the pool coping and the spa. Kind of just ties everything in together real nice. And all I'm doing is laying a level on top from end to end, making sure all the bricks are flat, and then I'm also holding a straight edge on the nose of the bricks to make sure they're all straight. That's really it. And then I'll go ahead and get a grout bag and grout each brick in between the joints here. Let it dry for a little bit, then come back and hit them all and make them look real nice. And you can see there that the holes got completely covered on that side there. You'd never even know. So yeah, it's not too big of a deal if you leave those bond beam blocks on the side, but you could always patch them up. anyways, that's the finished product, some photos I took. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.